I'm a family law lawyer in Ontario, Canada, and I've been doing this for 36 years. So I'm here to impart a few words of wisdom. This is part 4 of a series on this topic, and today's topic will be something called In the Silence Between the Words, the Adult Children of Divorce. What's all this about? I want to read you something, okay? This is by a poet named John O'Donohue, and he writes, "One of the tasks of true friendship is to listen compassionately and creatively to the hidden silences. Often secrets are not revealed in words. They lie concealed in the silence between the words, or in the depth of what is unsayable between two people." So, what the hell does this got anything to do with adult children and divorce? Well, let me tell you a few things. We know, everybody knows, that getting a child involved in a divorce case by getting them to side with you if you're going through such a divorce and letting them know what's going on is a terrible thing. And most people don't even think about it. They would never do that, or they try not to, or they try everything they can to avoid that. They don't talk about their spouses in front of their kids, and they try to keep them away from the conflict because it's very, very damaging. There was even a book called The Legacy of Divorce where a lady who followed the same kids over a 45-year period as they got older concluded that children of separated spouses do better than children of divorced spouses. That sounds a little odd, but the reality is that divorce in itself just will really harm younger kids. And that doesn't mean I'm against divorce. I mean, I make money from it, let's be honest. But I can tell you that the idea is, of course, to try to work things out if you can in your marriage. And if you can't, at least the previous generation, well, they used to say, we'll wait till the kids get older. Some people still do that, but I can tell you that this lady found that the people that are injured because of divorce cases have a far higher degree of divorce themselves, criminal behavior, prostitution, bankruptcy, you name it, than people that merely get separated. In any event, that's what happens with younger kids. And I think we all know about that. Many of us do anyway, even if we don't practice this area of the law. We know, try not to involve younger kids. But let me tell you what happens when the kids are adults, because that becomes a problem that has very few studies about it. What happens to adults is that the stability of the marriage that nurtured their very being becomes ruptured in later life. When one of the two spouses who divorce starts treating that child, maybe 32 years old, it doesn't matter, as their confidant. They're going to let them know everything bad about their dad or their mom, and they want them to be their friend, okay? And I can tell you there's a great temptation to do that when somebody gets divorced. A very great temptation. I mean, the problem is what to do. Is there such a thing as a healthy divorce? Really? In the quote above, this Irish poet, Mr. O'Donohue, describes what two friends mean to each other. How the secrets of friendship blossom between the words. It means to listen compassionately and creatively to the hidden silences. And this concept, you have to, if you're going through a divorce, I'm urging all of you to think really carefully about. Because the one thing you can really do as a great favor to your kids, your older kids, when you're getting divorced, is to keep your mouth shut, no matter what happens. You could have the biggest fight with your spouse that day. You want to unload on someone quickly to tell them how angry you are. But you don't do it with your adult kids, ever. Life is very long. You never know when someday there might be a wedding or a bar mitzvah or a communion or whatever that goes on in your life, and you need to make sure that your kids are there for you. And what's beautiful about the fact that you keep your mouth shut is exactly that you're telling your kids that you respect them, you don't want to involve them, and you're giving them space to love you, to continue loving you without them worrying that they're going to be wrapped up in this conflict. It is unsayable because your silence is your expression of parental love and selflessness. This adult child will listen very carefully and very intently to that silence. It's your gift. Take it. Give it. Okay, guys, that's all we have for today. And we'll see you for part 5 coming up.